Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. We are ready to rock and roll. 105.5, the Alpha. Yeah, baby. We had some fun today, guys. Again, welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Before we dive into it, hit me with a big old good morning. If you're on TikTok, if you're on the tube, just type in GOOD. Then you hit that space button, and then morning, and then hit enter. Good morning, and then drop your location as well. Where are you guys tuning in from right now? Frank, welcome back, brother. Good morning, Mr. Frank. Big Ron on the tube. What's up, buddy? Welcome back as well. Beyond the Chaos, good morning from Colorado. How's the weather out there, man? Is it cold? Is it snowing? Is it icy? Yeah, I got it bad down here in Florida, man. It's like 80 degrees, starting to get hot again. From Charlotte. Big Ron from Charlotte. I love it. New York City. I bet it's cold up there as well. -7 in Colorado. I feel bad for you, man. Like, I thought 70 degrees in Florida was bad with a little bit of a chill, some wind. It was chilly. Oh, that's crazy, man. -7. Nah, I'm good. I will never go back to the Midwest, man. It's gonna be a great day, man. Every day is a great day. Every day you wake up, 2 feet hit the floor, like Tom says in our group. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to be alive. It's a blessing to be here. Love helping you guys out. Love helping you guys become better traders, actually learning from the sessions. So I'm excited to be here. It's gonna be an amazing, blessed day as always. And we're gonna have some fun, guys. That's it. Munster, Indiana. My goodness, -5 in Indiana. Whew. I really don't feel bad about leaving Indiana like 7 years ago, man. That's crazy. Benny B, my goodness, man. It has been a hot minute, dude. What's up, man? Good morning. Long time no see. Todd over on the tube. What's up, brother? Lee. What's going on? All right, let's dive into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not waste any time. We're already kind of late getting to the stream. Usually I'm here at like what? 8 o'clock? It's 8:17. I'm 17 minutes behind. So I got to catch up 17 minutes worth of time. So let's talk about what we got going on for the day. You guys ready to rock? Let's rock and roll. As always, we start with the economic calendar just to get an idea of what we got going on for the day, right? Do we have any key data? Do we have any, key events taking place that could rock the market? It takes literally like 60 seconds to look at an economic calendar to get prepared for the day. So let's do it. Wednesday, February 19th. Here in about 12 minutes, we have building permits data. That's high impact. Typically, we don't see the market react too much. And then we got housing starts data here at 8:30 as well. And again, it's all shaded in blue, as you guys can see, right? We have some of these shaded in 1. Some of these shaded in 2, some shaded in 3. That's low, medium, high impact as far as data and events. So that's shaded in all 3 little blue, beautiful colors. That's high impact. But like I said, that's not really the type of data that really gets the market going. All right, CPI, PPI, stuff like that. Absolutely. Building permits, housing starts. It's 50-50. 50-50. So we'll see if the market does move to some of that data at 8:30, but coming on into market open. Market opens at 9:30 Eastern. What do we have for today's session? So we got FOMC minutes at 2 p.m. I really don't think FOMC minutes are going to move the market, right? Basically just a transcript of the Fed's last meeting. And so we already know the Fed's stance. We already know that the Fed is like, hey, we're going to take it slow with cutting rates. We don't need to be so aggressive to jump on it and start cutting rates. We already know the Fed stance, right? So I don't really think there's going to be anything within the FOMC minutes that we don't know that the market really reacts to. Do I think we get an initial little quick reaction when the minutes are released simply because market maker algorithms are programmed around stuff like this? I think the market could react. But as far as big movement, I just don't really see any big movement. So be mindful, 2 o'clock, FOMC minute release. Again, market makers, those algorithms probably just react right at 2 o'clock, knowing minutes are being released. And then we'll just kind of see how the market digests it. We'll go from there. And see if there's any action, see if there's any, trades. Take advantage of, guys. All right, so that's really what you got today on the economic calendar. Again, not too much. You're pretty much in the clear for today's session, guys. Hello, my name is Hunter. How are you? What's up, buddy? Good morning. So we can look at your stocks if you guys want. If there's anything on your radar, we can definitely analyze it, pick it apart, see if there's anything there. I'll definitely talk about my plays for today. We got Micron, SMCI, and INTC. Those are like my top 3 plays for today. I'll explain those, give you guys the breakdown. But until we do that, man, like what stocks are you guys looking at? More than happy to look at them. Or if you guys have questions, right? Like questions about, trading, mindset, how to get started. If you're brand new, if you have experience, if you're struggling, like anything that you think like, hey, man, if he could give me like a proper answer to my question, like that would really help me become a better trader, like just drill me with questions too, guys. I do a lot more than just review stocks. I mean, I could train a monkey to do technical analysis. It's not hard. So like, yeah, questions, guys. If I can like point you in the right direction, get you guys going, provide some like helpful recommendations to really help you guys make some money trading, become a better trader, like use me and abuse me, guys. I show up on these streams 3 days a week for at least an hour. I love helping. Trading posts. How do you find stocks to trade for the day? It really depends. If you're trading penny stocks, you'll probably need to be set up with a scanner that's going to scan the market based on certain parameters and criteria. It basically just display you with a list of stocks that have good potential. Then from there, you go in and you do your analysis. I don't trade penny stocks anymore. I trade options. So I have a pre-built watch list of stocks that meet certain criteria points. Like stocks that trade more than $1 to $2 a day. I want to see the stock can move, right? Stocks priced between $50 to $500. Stocks that trade on average over 1 million shares a day. And so I put those little parameters in and it spits out all of these stocks, right? And then I've just built my watch list over the years of stocks that meet those points of criteria, right? And stocks that I've traded before, stocks that I like to trade, and stocks that have good option chains to where it's like I could at least trade options on them if I wanted to. And you can see that I just have this big list of stocks, right? And so that's my preset watch list that I'll take like 30 minutes in the morning. I'll just rip through it and see if anything stands out. Something stands out, I'll do my analysis, I'll build my plans for today and get prepared. And that's how I came across Micron, SMCI, and Intel. So out of these like 100 stocks on the watch list, right, 3 of them stood out. 3 of those I'm willing to trade today. All right, Mara. Yes, I always got to say with like those crypto-related stocks, Mara, Riot, Hive, BITF, even like BITO and some of the Bitcoin ETFs, is always go look at Bitcoin. Go look at the crypto market, right? The only reason like Mara is going to move is if there's a direct catalyst that gets it going. So like a hot press release, could be a negative press release that sends the thing dumping to the downside, or like earnings, right? But most of the time, it's going to correlate pretty closely and move in sympathy to Bitcoin, right? We've been seeing that for years. So unless there's, again, like a direct catalyst with Mara, it's going to move pretty similarly to like Bitcoin, for example. So always go look at Bitcoin, right? If I look at Bitcoin, I think there's downside. I've been saying that for the past 3 weeks. Is like, I'm not buying up here because I think we're going to start to see a correction and a pullback with Bitcoin. And I don't think we're going to see, altcoins really take on off. So I'm not getting in right now. Right? I'm still getting into maybe some long-term investments, but I've held off on that for the past 6 months as well with crypto. I'm waiting for the correction. I'm waiting for the pullback. I'm waiting for some of these cryptos that I own to become a lot cheaper so I can deploy more capital and buy them. So again, I think there's downside near term with Bitcoin, which means I would have to say with Riot and Mara, if there's no like catalyst that gets this thing going, it's probably going to move with Bitcoin and see some downside. So always go look at Bitcoin and then go do your analysis on like Mara, for example. Because here's the deal. You may see like a killer long setup on Mara and you want to get long, but Bitcoin looks like it's going to dump on off. Do you really think that Mara long is going to play out the way you hope? Probably not. You know what I mean? So again, Bitcoin, I just don't like it. There's a lot of red flags that suggest we could see some downside here on Bitcoin, and I'm sitting back patiently waiting for the downside so I can be a buyer again. But if we just go look at Mara, it doesn't look good. I mean, the thing's been fading. That's some demand. You had that little drop base, kind of a rally, came back, filled it, popped out of it, broke structure, but it came back in, continuation for the leg up, and you just really beating that zone up. So there's not going to be anything like actionable, like down at this lower region on Mara. It's just any kind of like lower demand that you're seeing has just been pretty beaten up. And it's all prior continuations from back here. If we just go find some like basic levels of support resistance, you're gonna have a pretty decent level down here on Mara. But like I said, like if Bitcoin dumps on off, like don't expect these levels to hold on Mara. Just don't expect it to hold. Expect it to move close to how Bitcoin moves. So I mean, you got like a decent little level on Mara. Down here around like what? 14.75 to $15. It's a decent level. I mean, we've tapped that level many times and we've respected it, right? Held to support, big rip, come down, bounce, nice bounce, come down, bounce, nice bounce, come down, bounced again. So we can see that we tapped that level many times and see some good movements off of it. So that's going to be like the next area that we could see a bit of a reaction. But again, I want to stress that if Bitcoin starts to drop on off, don't expect that level to hold. Expect this to continue to, fade and fall. But overall, man, I mean, there's nothing that looks pretty with Mara. It's just a slow fader on down. I don't like where Bitcoin's at. You got a light little level that we're coming into. But I would tread lightly with something like Mara. So yeah, support $14.75, $15. And I would just look at that area to see if we, maybe hold it on up. And who knows? Maybe I'm wrong about Bitcoin. Maybe Bitcoin starts to rip on to the upside, and that could be a great level to get long off of if we start to see some upside strength. Bitcoin. All right, what's next on the list? That was Mara. Again, just not a fan. I got Intel, Micron, and SMCI are my top 3 plays for today. Another day, another dollar. What's up? Good morning. SMCI, yeah, SMCI is on watch today for a possible short. On SMCI for a possible short. We got weekly, daily supply. I took my weekly off because I got daily overlapping the weekly supply level. So I got a nice little zone up here between 6107 to 6269. And here's what I notice is we're becoming very overextended into that key level. And I like getting short off key levels, especially when we're like super overextended to the upside. I mean, look at how much this thing's moved in just the past 4 sessions. And we're going to go ahead and count what we're doing in pre-market as well. But if you just go grab an info line from last Thursday's low a day. Right now, the stock's at 59.50 in pre-market. The thing's moved like 60% to the upside in like 4 sessions, counting where it's at right now in pre-market. If you just look at where it was at yesterday, it's 50% in 3 days. If we get into that weekly daily supply, which is a key zone where I want to get short off of, that would put the thing up 65% in 4 days. That's overextended. That's a big move. So I think there's going to be a good short-term short off that zone between 6107 to 6269, and I want to play it short today off that level, expecting a bit of a pullback today. Right? Where to? Probably back down to like $56. I'm going to get in, get out, take my money, run. It's just a day trade. If it continues to follow through, awesome. I'll be out of it because I'm just going to get in, get out for a nice day trade. But if we ever get above that $64 region on SMCI, I would say there's room up towards around 71 on SMCI. So if we get above 64, 71 bucks next, that's super realistic. And if we see the thing break above 71 and the thing just keeps going, I would say like 87 would be your next area to the upside on SMCI if there's gas left in the tank. But I think there's going to be a short-term short to scalp this on down with some puts today on SMCI. So this is what my plan looks like, right? If we come up to that 62 region, I'm looking to get short. We're very overextended into that level. We'd be up 65% into a key level. I'm going to place short, buy some puts, looking for a nice drop back down to 56 bucks. I'm going to put stops right above that zone. So I'm risking about $1.50 to get maybe $6 to the downside today out of SMCI. It's a decent little 4-to-1 setup. We got some confluences up there. I like it. But I want to stress that's just a day trade. So I'm not saying it's going to dump from that point down. I'm saying, hey, today I think there's a quick trade to get 6 points of downside. And I can take puts on that and make money. Like, could we hold 56 and then start to push back up to like 71? Yeah, absolutely. But I think that's a good day trade for today with SMCI. Josh, you are the best, hands down. Oh, man, I appreciate you. Walmart's at all-time highs. There's nothing there. All right. Walmart's at all-time highs, man. There's just nothing there. But Walmart has earnings, what is it, Thursday? I think Walmart has earnings Thursday morning. Yes, so tomorrow morning you got Walmart earnings. And again, it's sitting at all-time highs. So there's nothing there on Walmart. Let's let earnings come out tomorrow. Let's see where it opens tomorrow. And let's see if we have any kind of great swing trade at that point in time. What was the next one you said? NVIDIA? Yeah, so NVIDIA, I took a short yesterday on NVIDIA. Got a quick little base it out of it. Nothing crazy, but it was profitable. And I got short off some lower time frame supply that we had prior to that gap down. I was trading lightly with that little supply zone because that was due to the DeepSeek press release that caused stocks like NVIDIA, Intel, Micron to drop on off, and plus the SPY and the Qs dropping off as well. So that gap was fundamentally driven. And so any kind of supply, just tread lightly. We had some lower time frame supply up there, but I saw that was also the top end of my gap. So I got short yesterday at 142.50 on NVIDIA, and I took profits quick because I don't like getting short in the market when we're pushing up. If I'm going to get short against the trend, I'm getting in, getting out quick, not looking for follow through. If I get long, right, and we're trending up, at least I'll hold a bit of it to see if we get some follow through to the upside. So it was a quick scalp yesterday. I got like $1.50, $2 on some puts, and we came right back down into my level, which was the prior day's close and high at like 139. So today, that 139 zone, that's a make or break with NVIDIA. That's a make or break. So I'll give you that zone on NVIDIA. And again, this is just a day trade, right? This is just a trade for today, man. If we can hold above 138.87 to 139.23, like we can open above it, come down into it, and stay above it, hold above it as good support, I would consider getting long back up to 142.50 today and play calls. All right, but to the flip side, what if we see NVIDIA crack below that zone? I would just wait and see, do we retest it and stay below this resistance today? If so, I would happily play puts down towards around 135.50. And again, this is just a day trade, right? Not a swing trade, just a day trade. These aren't key levels to get in for swing trades, but these are good levels to definitely scalp for some nice day trade opportunity, man. So I like it. I do have NVIDIA on watch today. Again. Can I please get your opinion on VVOS? I believe it's the next GRR, the next GRRR. What makes you believe it's the next GRRR? Yeah, we're not sitting at any key levels for a swing trade on NVIDIA, boss. Right? But every day I'm here, there could be something else. So here's the deal. if NVIDIA comes back down to that 135 to 135.50 zone and we hold above it, I would get long for a short-term swing trade back up to 142.50. Why? It's a key daily zone. Check. It's your golden pocket on that fib retracement. So you see that golden pocket lines up with that daily zone. Check. And it's your 50 SMA. So not only do you have a daily zone, that's one reason. You have the golden pocket off the fib. That's two reasons. And then you have the 50 SMA that could hold a support as well. That's three reasons to get long down around like 135 to 135.50 and then play that long over a couple of days, like maybe a 2 to 3 day swing trade to the upside. Your first target would be 142.50. That's your first target where you would take profit, bring stops at least to like break even. And then if you want to hold maybe like, I don't know, half that position, 20%, and see if it continues to push to the upside, I would be okay with that because at least you see you're trading with the grain, trading with this short-term uptrend. You could probably see it get back up to like 148.50 on NVIDIA. So, I mean, hey, you could probably get about, what, $12 out of this to the upside in probably a couple of weeks on a swing trade. But it's got to come back down to that 135 to like 135.50 level first. Hold above it. Then I would look for a long for a swing trade. I'd put stops at like 134. My first target would be 142.50. You see that's already a 6-to-1 risk reward. So it's already really good risk reward just back into your first target. Second target being up around like 148. You can see that's like a 10-to-1. So it's got really good risk reward. And that would be like the swing trade that I would entertain if we see it come back down around that 135 zone. But I wouldn't touch it long for a swing trade until we get down to that zone. But a day trade, man, a day trade, that 139 zone, we stay above it. I'd play it long back up to 142.50 as a day trade. We get below that 139 zone, stay below it. I would short it down to that 135 zone as a day trade. And if we come down to that 135 zone and hold it, who knows? Maybe I want to get long for that swing trade that we just talked about because that's a pretty decent level that I think we could pull back to, hold it, and then see the next leg up. Yeah, SMCI is on high watch. I like it. SMCI looks pretty good. It's very overextended to the upside as well. God bless you as well, man. Yeah, I think next was VVOS. Let's look at that. VVOS is not looking good as of yesterday. You see how we just fell below that region here? So that was a little level of daily support resistance. Nothing crazy, but it was a decent little level on VVOS. So right around, yeah, like 364 to 379. You can see that we ran up into it a couple times, hit it as resistance, came back down to it, held it as support, right? Now you see that big flush below that level. So prior resistance turned into support. When you fall below support, those levels like to turn into resistance. So here's what I see with VVOS. If VVOS pushes back up to that 364 to 379 region, and it does not get back above it, there's some downside on VVOS. I would say like $3 next. Like $3 next to the downside. You do have a little bit of this uptrend on the daily. So you got this little uptrend, low, bounce, higher low, bounce, higher low, big bounce. What do you notice about that uptrend on VVOS daily? What do you notice about it? It lines up with your 200 SMA, and it lines up with $3 psychological support. So that's where I'm leaning with VVOS, is if we can't get above that zone, I think we get down to $3. $3 is the next area where I think we could maybe start to see a bounce on back up, but I wouldn't get long on this for a swing trade until we come down to like $3. I'd want to see it come down, stay above the 200-day moving average, stay above that trend line, And if we see all of that take place, then I would consider getting long for a swing trade, putting stops below all of that support, and then play it long at least back up to that 370 zone. If we get above 370, you got room to 426. We get above 426, you got room to 5. We get above 5, you can retest that prior high at 620. So yeah, key takeaway, man, do not touch it long until we get down to that overlapping confluence around $3, right? Where's VVOS right now in pre-market? And this thing doesn't move well. You're not day trading this. I mean, there's like no movement intraday. You're not day trading this at all. This is purely a swing trade. So yeah, $3 would be the next area that I'm looking at on VVOS. And you got a nice little zone of support down there as well. Check that out. So you see you got a nice little zone down here as well. You come down, you bounced off of it, hit it as resistance, hit it as resistance. It's a decent little zone that we've hit a couple times. That lines up with the trend line. That lines up with the 200 SMA. I think that could be a decent level to start thinking about getting long for a swing trade on VVOS. Down around $3. But again, do your own, your own due diligence, build your own plans, assess your own risk, and if you see something that looks good, entertain it, man. That was Victor O Ostrich Sam S. Any thoughts on RXRX? Let's go look at RX. And besides looking at stocks, because like I say this all the time, guys. Oh, we were talking about RXRX like last week, that nice little U-shaped curl. And it broke out. Yeah, that was nice. But yeah, like I provide so much more value than just analyzing a stock. Like, let's be real. Anybody that has like a year of experience in the market, they can come in and do analysis and give you their thoughts on a stock. It's not hard to do analysis, right? Now, I understand you guys like the analysis. It's more confluence. Maybe it helps you guys see things more clearly. I get it, but I want to teach you. I don't just want to tell you what has potential and tell you where to buy and where to. I don't want to do that. I want to teach you how to do this. I want you guys to ask questions. I want to answer those questions. I want to point you guys in the right direction. I want to, again, provide you guys with some good recommendations to actually learn how to make money, like independently as a trader. So don't just use all of my time for analysis because there's like thousands of other traders that can do analysis. It's not hard. But not everybody has the skill set of actually helping traders go down the right path to learn how to make money from trading. So use me in the time that I give you the right way so you guys can actually learn how to trade and make money consistently, guys. All right. I love helping you guys out. I love pointing you guys in the right direction. I love getting the DMs that say, yo, dude, I've been watching your stream for a month. I've been applying it. I'm making money. It's the best feeling ever. I want that to be you guys too. So pick my brain, use me, and abuse me. Yeah, but RXRX. You had that level that you broke out of. You see that resistance level that you broke out of? You had a lot of resistance around like 829 to 875. I think we talked about this like a week ago. Someone was asking me about this a week ago, and I said, if we ever break this resistance point, you're probably going to break to the upside. You gapped up above it on, was that Friday last week? You gapped above it and then just ripped to the upside. I would say it needs to come back and back test that level. It's got to come back down and back test it and hold it as support. So let's dial the zone in. Let's really fine tune where we want to see this come back down to. If it comes back down into the zone, I would definitely consider getting long on RXRX. And here's why. Like if it's going to push higher, I'd want to see it try and backtest that prior level of resistance that we hit so many times as support, stay above it, and then see buyers step back in. So that's what I would want to see. And it's not just a level that you see here hit many, many times, right? You could already see you have like so many touch points. But take that zone and flip it out to the left. Look at how much more conviction you build in that level. It is resistance, you drop. Get above it as support, you pop. Hold it as support, you bounce. Right? Hold it as support, you bounce. Get below it, retest it as resistance, you drop. And then it's been below that level for about 8 months. And it just broke it for the first time in 8 months. So here's what I would want to see. I would want to see RXRX come back down into this 825 to 860 region. Stay above it as daily support, like what you saw here, right? You were above that zone. You held it as support, and then you saw the next leg up. I don't want to see it come back down to that level, hold it as support. And if it does, I would then look to place an entry to the long side, put stops right below that zone, and then just look left for targets. Like, what's a great realistic area that you can get back up to? Probably a retest that high. So you have potential to get long, like 820 to 840. You could put stops like 50 cents away, and you've got potential for this to get back up to like 12 bucks. So you can already see that would be some killer, awesome risk reward. You're looking at a potential 5-to-1 swing trade on RXRX, but it's got to get back down to that zone first before I would even think about touching it. All right. What tools do I use? So you like talking about like indicators? You talking about software? You talking about like legit trading tools like fib extensions, fib retracements, stuff like that? What do you mean? I don't like being in a trade when an event occurs like FOMC or news, but what if you're already in a trade like today? Do you try to avoid trading around 132? If you're already in a trade, I start to think about taking profit and then making sure I put stops at break even, just in case the market like is very volatile and moves big. I want to secure some profit, number one. Then I want to preserve my capital, number two, and just preserve the capital by putting stops at break even. Worst case scenario, you get stopped out at break even, but you don't lose, right? Best case scenario, the market goes with you and you print even more. But it just comes down to two things: secure profit, preserve capital. As long as you do those two things around key events and key data, you're always going to be making good decisions. Is learning candle patterns a necessity? It depends on which ones. Is it good to understand basic candlestick formations? Yes. But, like, do you need to go learn about the 3 white soldiers? No, you don't. Absolutely not. So, like, certain candlestick formations, like, it's not a necessity. Basic candlestick formations, like spinning tops, for example. Bullish engulfing candles, bearish engulfing candles, like candlestick formation basics. I think that's important. Absolutely. But like the 3 white soldiers or the abandoned baby, a shooting star, like I don't think that's a necessity whatsoever. No. Understanding dojis, spinning tops, understanding bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing candles, like the basics. Yeah, I think that's important to learn. So I don't trade indicators, guys. So you can see this is a daily time frame on the screen you're seeing right now. So this is a daily, and you can see that there's only 2 to 3 indicators that I use, right? I use a 200 SMA. That's a simple moving average. I use a 50 SMA, and I use a 20 EMA. Why? Those are the most popular and most respected moving averages that traders use on higher time frames, and they use them as support resistance, and you see them respected. So I only use them because the vast majority of traders use them, and you see them respected more times than not. Like this red line, that's my 200 SMA. Look what happens every time you come to the 200 SMA. It's respected as support or resistance. You come down and bounce off of it as support. You come up into it, and you hit it as resistance. You come up into it, hit it as resistance, hit it as resistance. Look at the blue line. That's a 50 SMA. You come down into it, you hold it as support. You get below it, you stay below it as resistance. So, again, you just see consistency with those 3 moving averages, and that's on a daily time frame. So, like daily, weekly, monthly, I'll use those moving averages for those reasons. Right? Other than that, I use an RSI, but I don't use the RSI the same way that you probably use the RSI. Like, how do you use it? To see if the stock is what? Overbought or oversold. So if a stock's overbought, you want to get short. If a stock's oversold, you want to get long. I don't use it that way. How do I use it? I use it to spot bullish and bearish divergence to give me a confluence for a reversal formation. Most traders don't even know what RSI divergence is. I use it to spot bullish and bearish divergence to assist with finding good reversals as a confluence. Other than that, this is a 5-minute time frame on the SPY. Do you guys see any indicators? No. No indicators. You got the RSI for divergence. Other than that, I use Fibonacci retracements. I use Fibonacci extensions. I use trend lines. Those are tools, not indicators. Those are the 3 tools that I use. It comes down to key zones, whether that's key levels of support resistance, key supply and demand areas. I identify order blocks as confluences. I identify fair value gaps as confluences. I read price action and assess price action as a confluence, which is just a reason to take a trade. But I don't use the VWAP. I don't use the 9, the 20, the 50 EMA. I don't use Bollinger Bands. I don't use any of that. I trade a completely naked chart. I focus on key levels where the market's most likely to move off of if we get there. And then I look at other those things, like those tools, to like identify a confluence. I keep it simple. But when you keep like trading really simple, it's really effective. When your trading's really simple and really effective, it becomes really easy to make money consistently, right? You don't have to look at all these indicators. Half your indicators say short the stock. The other half say get long. And you have all these conflicting indicators that aren't respected more than like 50% of the time. It just makes it more challenging to trade. It makes it more confusing to trade. So simplify your trading, make it effective. When it's effective, it becomes really easy to make money consistently from trading. Keep it simple, stupid. Yes, KISS. Mwah! Keep it simple, stupid, guys. I saw someone asking about the free community. Because we do have a free community where we give you like 10 different video trainings, over 100 trading resources, and then the community aspect. So we let you network with other seasoned pro traders. Who was asking about the free community? Someone was. Because I can show you how you guys sign up. If you guys want to sign up for the free community, I'll show you guys how to sign up. So yeah, just give me a thumbs up if you're not in the free community. If you guys want to join, I'll show you how to sign up. What up? Lost Taylords. What's going on? Danny Shams. Yeah, let me show you guys real quick. It's easy. You guys can go click the link in my profile, right? So if you guys like go to TikTok, like my profile, which is this right here, the profile. Then click the link tree, right? And then go where it says join my free community, right? When you're there, just scroll down the page and then go where it says join free community and then just join the free community. If you guys don't want to go click the link in my profile, to go to the link tree, to click the link because you're too lazy and there's one too many steps, just go to like Google Chrome and type in alphadaytrading.com. That's our website, alphadaytrading.com. Hit enter. Same thing, just scroll down the page and then where it says free community, you guys can join the free community. Easy peasy. And then check out some of the free trainings that are on the website too. So the ones that say new next to it, those are trainings that we have that you guys can go take. So they're really good trainings. You're going to learn a lot. So you can go learn about high time frame zoning. If you want to go watch that training, you can go learn about confluences. What's a confluence? How to build a checklist, how to assess it for trades, how to structure your account and set risk parameters. This is so key. Like if you want to learn how to trade stocks and make money consistently, you got to learn how to do this 100%. You can go watch our futures trading guide. So if you're like brand new to trading or you're brand new to futures, this is a nice lesson for new traders that want to get started trading futures. That's for free on the website. You guys can see there's a lot, and there's a lot more coming too. So, I mean, free education. And the biggest thing is if you want to join the free community, just scroll down to join the free community and then just tap in, guys. Yeah, send me a DM, or since you're in the community, just send me a DM in the community. Because I get like, if you try to DM me here on TikTok, for example, or if you do, I mean, I get like 50 DMs a day. So a lot of them just get flooded. But yeah, if you're in the community, just send me a DM in the community and we'll take care of it. That's it. Just go to alphadaytrading.com or leave the stream, click the link tree, click where it says join the free community. It's going to take you to the same place anyway. Scroll on down and let's have some fun. Let's help you guys out. Rebecca, what's up? Rebecca jumping on in. Do I trade live with my students? Yes. So anybody that's in our mentorship, I do trade live with them 5 days a week for like, I don't know, 3 hours a day sometimes. Yep, I do one-on-ones with them. We do daily breakout sessions. So if you want to trade just with me, you and me, trading live like you're in my office, we do Zoom breakout sessions with mentorship students. We do one-on-one sessions. They get access to basically everything they need to get profitability like super fast. And it's like 5 to 10 times faster. It takes the average trader 3 to 5 years before they actually start making money consistently. That's the statistic. It took me 3 years. But if you go look up the statistic on, day traders, how long does it take the average trader to achieve consistent profitability? On average, it's like 3 to 5 years. We get it done in like 3 to 5 months. That's 5 to 10 times faster than someone that just tries to do it on their own. Yeah, if you have any questions, I don't really discuss it on the live because I don't like to take that time away from answering good questions to help you guys become good traders. Just send me a DM on TikTok. If you're like, hey, man, I got questions about the mentorship, you can ask, I'll answer. If you want to jump on a call, we can always jump on a call. And yeah, we'll go from there. Big Ron, I think that is a good question for tomorrow because it is 8:58. Do you guys know what that means? It means I'm shutting down the streams because I'm going to load up the Zooms with everybody in the mentorship, get them prepared for the day, start trading with them, have some fun. And again, hopefully it's a good, profitable day. But it'll be a good day no matter what. So Big Ron, ask that tomorrow. How do I approach trading earnings? I'll give you the 2 ways that I trade through earnings. There's only 2 strategic ways that I will get involved in a trade for earnings. Okay? If it doesn't fall within one of those 2 categories, I'm not trading a stock through earnings. But I'll explain that tomorrow, and that's going to definitely help you out, man. Yep, because I got to go. That's going to be a 10-minute long explanation on how I trade through earnings. And I got 1 minute to go, right? But yeah, guys, stay blessed, right? Trade smart, trade safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Join the free community. Just go to alphadaytrading.com. You guys are good. If you got any questions, send me a DM on TikTok. If I don't get back to you today, I will definitely get back to you. Like I said, I get like 50 DMs a day. So it takes me time to get through those. But I'll definitely hit you back up. If it's pressing, just send me like 2 messages. It'll keep you at the top of my inbox. So just like send me multiple messages just so it stays at the top. And yeah, you guys are good. Stay blessed. All right. God bless everybody. And yeah, have a smart day. Have a safe day trading. Trade smart, trade safe. And I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow morning on TikTok. Yeah, we'll do it again tomorrow morning. And on the tube as well, guys. All right, peace out. Have a good one. Make it happen. Keep crushing it. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. 8 o'clock Eastern time, baby. 8 p.m. Eastern. No, 8 a.m. Eastern. See you guys.